we are going to talk about money now with Mr. Mitchell. Never run out of cash. Don't look so surprised. That's one of yours.
Yeah. So one of the things that can happen is you can be making a hell of a lot of money in your business and still go bust. I mean, you've just got to get that real early. You can be billing and billing and billing, and what's happening right now, particularly in our current environment, people are paying. You notice that it's harder and harder to often get the money in. So just never run out of cash. Cash is the fuel for growth. If you're going to grow your business, you'll need cash. A lot of people that don't grow their business are often undercapitalised. So you can borrow the money at a cost to your business, or you can manage your cash just so beautifully that you have that endless supply. Cash, however, is not as important as energy. It's already been talked about. Never run out of energy either. If there's one thing you have to run out of, then, or had a choice between cash and energy, make it cash. Because if you've got energy and if you're an entrepreneur, you'll always be able to do something to get the cash. That makes sense? But if you run out of energy, and because business can be tough, and if you're not giving yourself enough me time, enough renewal time, it's hard to make the cash. So make sure you have a very specific way of collecting cash. Be very, very clear with your terms up front. Have someone almost dedicated to that, or a certain amount of your time if you're a solo entrepreneur, to actually get the money in. Get the money in. Now, I'm not being, sort of totally only dollar orientated here, but I always remember a company of ours, Fujitsu, years ago. I don't know whether it's a competitor in some products or not. I can remember the guy was talking about a great place to work. He was Scottish, and he got up and he said, "I tell you what a great place to work is. A great place to work is a profitable one. Try working at one that ain't." So, but it's not just about the profit, it's about the cash. Yeah.
Thank you, Paul. I'll come to you in a second. Julia, sorry.
I mean, one thing that I would add to that, and it's something that I think businesses often forget, is that if you want to grow, the growth is going to take a lot of cash out of the business, whether you're a service business or whether you're a product business. So to finance the growth, you probably need to do some calculations to work out how much extra cash you're going to need to do it. So it's not just about maintaining the business, but anybody who wants to grow a business, who wants to put more people on, who wants to buy more product, who wants to invest in anything, there's a whole wodge of cash that's needed just to do that. And it is, in my experience, woefully underestimated.
Okay, thank you. Richard?
Yeah, I was just going to add to that, really, from personal experience, because I know that in a small business, a lot of your time is preoccupied with the funding of the business. That's just the reality. And I reflect often, people ask me, well, after I sold my business to GE, well, what's better? Is it better being king of your own empire or working in a corporation? And the answer is, in some ways, it's no different. You swap your bank manager, who you report to in your own business, and you swap that for this corporation that requires certain things from you. And so, what Paul said is just dead right. I mean, that's the most important thing, is collecting early, making sure you get value for the work you do, which is to eliminate waste and use those productivity tools so you can make the most out of the available time that you have to sell. Because it's not easy, because you're hiring people, as you grow, you're adding more administrative costs and other government regulation, all these other things that seek to tear you down. And so it is a fundamental of the business that you have to be able to price right, and you have to be able to maintain cash, otherwise you can't run your business.
Actually, can I just add one tiny
yes,
other
you
tip?
can.
And this is just for having seen the inside of a number of large organisations who don't pay until they are asked to be paid. And they won't. And there's a gentleman I once met who said to me, "You know what, I put this invoice in 5 years ago and I've not been paid it." And I said, 5 years? And he said, yes. I said, "Have you phoned up and asked for it?" And he said, "Oh no, because I'm just sure that they'll get round to it." And they were never going to get round to it until he made the phone call. We often don't think that way. We don't realise that, a big organisation is just as bad, if not worse, than a small one.
So one really specific tip, and I didn't think it would work, but a lot of our clients are corporate clients, don't put this bill is due and payable 14 days, 30 days or whatever. Put a specific date on your invoice. Because what happens is this due, what's today, 28th or something? What's today's date? I'm not good with dates, 24th or something. This bill is due on the 24th of March. The senior person signs up on that. It then goes to accounts department. Often if there's a signature beside the date, they'll pay that. Now, not always if they've got better cash procedures, but it does actually help putting a date on it. And then the squeaky wheel gets paid.
Oh, look, I've got to say something here. This is where you get to use your colour printer. And you got a
I
printer.
knew
You got a
we'd get
printer,
there.
and you got to
Exactly.
send them
It'll get
colour.
noticed.
And they got flashing lights.
Very good,
And
very
you can send them with a red balloon gift.
Fantastic.
Okay.
And on that note, I'm going to move us right